Jr., Tommy Morrissey, and Eric Lewis on the whistle. R.J. Davis with the tap, won by the Tar Heels, and Carolina to work.
And immediately SMU drops
back for Washington. Yugitolu on a kick out. Cadeau, 3 on the clock and a long triple. Rings in for Elliot Cadeau. Well, he's hit his last 2 from the floor from behind the line.
2 straight, and one to end the game, one to start it.
And a steal by Cadeau against Cross. Layup bounces in. Recovered in the corner to Miller. 10 to shoot for the Mustangs. Miller on the drive. Can't finish. Out of bounds. 1.5 on the clock. Last touched. SMU wants to run. Yugitolu on the back end. The catch inside. No question. The big man tries to reset on Washington. Had it blocked, and Jalen recovers.
When he sees Cadeau matched up against him, he's going to try to take it to the goal.
Seth Trimble back on the floor. He's missed the last 3. Had 5 straight double-figure games prior to the transfer from Cal State Bakersfield. He'll shoot at 17 feet. And Yugitolu somehow worked his way around Washington and tapped that home. Trimble, R.J. Davis, and Ian Jackson. Jarrell Colbert, by the way, is on the floor. He wears 20 for SMU as Miller has tied the game on his first field goal. So
the reason you play a zone is to make a team stand around, and that's what we've seen.
Powell goes hard to the basket and off the glass.
That'll work.
Edwards stays on the floor. They've also got Chuck Harris off the bench. He's a talented scorer, averaging 11.4 for Coach Enfield. 3 out of the corner by Powell is good. Drake Powell with 5.
Well, when you're a little bit smaller, some of your small guys have to really do the rebounding job, and you need your best player to knock down shots. It's an advantage to the zone the more you dribble it out there.
Trimble in the air. Powell tees one up and hits.
But when you're going to dribble against the zone, that's what you do. Now man to man.
Washington clutched on 3 momentarily. Here is Davis. High-arcing, running one-hander by R.J. Davis. He's got 7.
There's Carolina with Washington and Withers in the game at the same time, now a little bigger.
Yeah, Cross, a deep 3 rattles in. Boy, Matt Cross, who shoots 38% from behind the line, knocks down a long 3. 20-13. Here's a kick to the right wing. Powell tees up another one. Sure. Cross winding into the lane. Kick for Edwards. Baseline runner is good. B.J. Edwards, second field goal. Yugitolu against Bilal Lubin. And a double team. Help forces the turnover. 5 of them now for the Mustangs. And Cadeau off the Powell pass.
That's perfectly executed, Wes.
You see the turnover off the double team. Nice delivery here. Good clean bounce pass. Carolina by 10. B.J. Edwards as he was trying to make the catch. 7 to shoot for Cadeau. Cross tries to help. Cadeau on the re-rack. Scoop it with the right hand. That got blocked out of bounds. And now Ian Jackson with 3 to shoot. Deep 3 off a spin. Missed everything. Miller the rebound of the air ball. Mustangs in transition. Harris will finish with the layup.
Boy, Miller can go, can't he?
Terrific turn and burn.
Well, Traore is more of an inside operator for SMU.
Colbert tried to bounce it through traffic, turned it over. Nice lead pass. Davis will try and finish. It got slapped off the glass, and Van Allen Lubin stuffed it back home. This a moment ago, Dan.
Well, this is really a great defensive sequence, and R.J. Davis stumbles, and he's not able to quite get his feet, but great.
Trimble. Euro in traffic. They try for the rebound. Knocked out. Jackson a fresh 20. Davis standing 3. And it bounds away. Got the rebound. Jackson tees one up. The captain is on the board. He's a walking bucket. Cross, runner with the right hand, good. Matt Cross has got 5 on his second field goal. There's 2. Jalen Washington also with 2. Cement Yugitolu and Matt Cross each with 2 for SMU as we start the second half. And there's Boopie Miller's second field goal.
Miller's been able to get loose in the half court. You know, Traore is the guy who's out of the game.
There's a turnover, and here's Miller and SMU in transition. A lob and the catch. Harris couldn't finish. Cross did. 4 in a row for the Mustangs. And here's Jackson trying to beat the break and does.
Wow. And that's North Carolina basketball.
Cross the turn and the hook with the right hand. Slapped out by Washington. Recovered to cross. Edwards in traffic against Washington scores.
We saw early in the first half that SMU
leans in, put it up on the rim. Yigitolu couldn't control. Here's Ian Jackson against Harris all the way to the basket and scores. Ian Jackson's got 7 now. Quick look, Miller had it blocked. Did Edwards. Now Davis on the run. Through traffic, and Miller called for the block, score the basket.
It's to this. The ball bounces around a little bit. Powell not only blocked the ball, he tipped it away. And then R.J. Davis is, I mean, he's just too fast. Miller never could get his defensive position.
Miller played over the top of the Van Allen Lubin screen, didn't he? Davis in a double team. Here's Van Allen Lubin, short jumper good. Well, if SMU does that well defensively on a Sunday in Greensboro. Yeah, before the Smith Center open. Here's Withers at the foul line. He'll knock down the jump shot.
Boy, North Carolina in the second half. SMU needs to do more of that.
Here's Van Allen Lubin working against Okendo with a right hand and scores. Just turns right over his left shoulder for his 3rd field goal. For Van Allen Lubin.
And the back to the basket power move isn't something you normally see.
And he forced the turnover there. Nice pass. Trimble for Davis.
The pass was a little bit behind her.
In a moment on the Atlantic Coast Conference Television Network. Just beyond 6 and change gone here in the second half. Davis' spot up 2 is good. 4-point trip for Carolina. Edwards. Skip to the corner, and a 3-ball is good, and that's Chuck Harris. 11 for Harris on his second 3 of the night.
Remember, they average over 85 points a game.
Jackson into the corner. Withers the shot fake. He'll take off around Traore. The scoop and score. Wow. His first 4 on SMU.
Well, this is really a heck of a move here by Withers. Watch how long he stays up in the air. His feet almost hit the ground before he let go of the ball.
Almost 8 minutes gone second half. Cadeau lost it on the dribble. Here goes Cario Okendo to the basket, and he'll stuff it home with 2 hands. First field goal for the Oregon transfer.
He's only scored 6.
Yeah, 4 here in the half. Okendo inside. Traore up strong. Cross crashed the glass. Cadeau tried to help. Withers tried to help. Finally, they forced the shot, and then Cross took it from Withers. Gives it back to Miller, and Cadeau blocked it out of there. And we're going to get a foul
here in the second half, but wasn't very effective.
Davis missed the 3.
You're just trying anything you can to try to change the tempo of the game.
Yigitolu, the rebound, and Miller, the transition one-hander.
And that's really the first time we've seen R.J. Davis away from the basket. Again, it's you take your advantage and you make him an overmatch for the other team's advantage, and that's what North Carolina has done here tonight. So now North Carolina just trying to run their half-court offense.
Yep, Davis on a ball screen, tried to feed Van Allen Lubin, turned over. Here's Edwards now on the break with Ian Jackson defending and scores.
You force turnovers, you get transition baskets.
Yep. Lubin for Davis. Tried to get it to Ian Jackson. Here he is in the corner. Powell tees up a 3. And a technical foul. Allen Lubin, he'll skip it across for Cross.
They got a mismatch inside with Yigitolu, but they simply can't find it.
And Cross forces it up and in. And 9 for Matt Cross.
And that's the right word, Wes. Forces it up. And North Carolina have not been really well executed. Guys having to jump to catch the ball, not really in shooting position.
Edwards rolls in his 5th field goal.
At the end of the clock.
Davis, 5 to shoot. Ambrose Hilton in the air. Here's Jackson, a 3 from the right.
Check that box.
Yeah. You were looking for guys that can score.
But that was great patience. Even though the clock was running down, he faked to get himself an open shot.
Harris will fall away. It'll rattle in. Trimble for Davis. RJ, floater with a right hand. Tell you what, he struggled the last two, Dan. It looks like he might have recovered and found the groove here.
Of course, if you're Hubert Davis, that's exactly what you're hoping for, that he'll find the groove.
Yigatolu. Washington for Davis. 1 on the clock over Yigatolu. And it goes! Oh, we're going to check.
There aren't any TV timeouts left. Clock at the top.
Oh, it's off.
It is off. There you go.
Out of his hand. Tell you what, in your driveway in Pittsburgh, growing up as a kid, with nobody around. Here's Miller, blocked by Washington, slapped out beyond the timeline. Mustangs will run it down as we're worked to 2.
Pretty for North Carolina tonight, but most of them have been after the game was really decided.
Yep. Spot up 3. Harris knocks it down.
He can shoot it.
Yeah, he's got 18. 10 in the second half. SMU, by the way, gets Georgia Tech Saturday at Moody Coliseum. And Carolina will be in Raleigh to meet the Wolfpack. 82-67 the final.